Okay, good afternoon, boys and girls. This is your instructional video for Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? No, it's Thursday. It's Thursday, September 3rd. You should be practicing your fours times tables using your whiteboards twice is what our assignment asks for. And if you need support, use page 55. Okay, so today for your actual math work, you're going to complete page 57 and 58. So let's go there. And homework and remembering. Oh, actually. No, that's in your regular math workbook. I'm sorry, you're not doing anything out of your homework and remembering today. I was going to say that's not the right section. All right, here we go. So use this page to help you with your fours, and don't forget to circle your place value markers there. But now we are working, like I said, on 57 and 58. So it says at the top, use multiplications that you know. You can combine multiplications to find other multiplications. And I think we kind of know this because they had us practice grouping in fives first, which is going to be similar here, right? So the 4 is just one less than 5. So they want you to really keep that in mind as we are working with the 4s times tables, because I think 5s are very easy for us, whereas 4s may feel like it's a little bit harder, but if you relate it to your 5s, it does make it a little easier. Okay, so it says, this equal shares drawing shows that 7 groups of 4 is the same as 5 groups of 4 plus 2 groups of 4. Okay, so find 5 times 4 and 2 times 4 and add the answers. So I know that 5 times 4 gives me 20 and 2 times 4 gives me 8. So all I have to do is add it from there, okay? So using that information, go ahead and fill in 5, 6, 7, and 8 shouldn't be an issue. And then what they want you to do is they want you to use your answers to exercises 7 and 8, these two, to find the product of 9 times 4, okay? Because 5 plus 4 equals 9, right? When you add those together. So whatever your products are here, when you add them together, they should give you the product of 9 times 4. All right, and then it says make a drawing. So you want to look at this drawing, your equal shares drawing, okay? And you want to make it look like that. Okay, so page 58, you're working with Puzzled Penguin. It says, Dear Math Students, today I had to find 8 times 4. I didn't know the answer, but I figured it out by combining 2 multiplications that I did know, okay? The 5s, the student knows the 5s, and the student knows their 3s and their 2s. All right, so you're going to check Puzzled Penguin. Is his answer right? And if not, please correct the work and tell me why it's wrong. Your friend, Puzzled Penguin. So you write your answer here, and then you're going to solve 2 equations, number 13 and 14, or you're going to solve 2 word problems, I should say, by writing an equation. And this person's name is Galen. Galen has 20 pictures to place in his book. If he puts 4 pictures on each page, how many pages will he fill? Emery, number 13, Emery arranged the tiles in an array with 4 columns and 7 rows. How many tiles were in the array? Okay. And then I did not give you a specific number for IXL today, but I will start doing that tomorrow. All right, let's see, as we had discussed in our Zoom yesterday. Okay, so let's see, for Thursday, for reading, you are completing reading practice workbook page 64 and 65. So we're in our practice workbook. We're turning to 64. We've already read My Very Own Room. Okay, here you are either adding ER or EST to show comparisons. So the inflectional, that's a big word, inflectional. Katie did a great job of using syllables to figure out more difficult words today during our Zoom. Thank you, Katie. The inflectional endings ER and EST show comparison. The ending ER means more, the ending EST means most. You may not realize this, but you already know this because you use these rules in your conversations all the time. So section A says to write the correct form of the adjective shown below each blank line. Use ER or EST to compare the items. So you have to read the whole sentence first before you figure out what suffix or what ending you're going to add to the word tall. The giraffe was the blank of all the giraffes in the zoo. So the giraffe was the taller of all the giraffes in the zoo. Does that make sense? Or the giraffe was the tallest of all the giraffes in the zoo. And of course it's tallest. Let's look at number 3. She was even blank than her brother. Now there's 2 being compared here. So all we would do is ER is when you're comparing 2 things. You add ER, the suffix. So she was even bigger. And that one actually you have to add an extra G. All right, so you're going to do the rest. Then it says add ER, EST to the word great and use it in a sentence. So you can either do greater or greatest, you choose. All right, 65, you are working with your spelling skills this week. You practiced your spelling skills, I believe, on Monday. So just do your crossword, right? And I'll do 2 from each section. I'll do 2 across and 2 down, so that should be enough of a hint. The A1 across, number 1 across is, the flavor is very, let's see. Oh, the flavor is very mild. And actually we used that with our socially emotional lesson about 2 weeks ago when we learned about mild emotions. So the flavor was very mild, not strong. Okay, the plane blank was long. The plane flight was long, so 2 across. And if you don't need the hints, you guys, then just skip over this section, okay? Now I'm going to do the last 2 over here. Because, you know, with crosswords, you get kind of a hint with some of the letters that are filled in, right? So let's do number 7 down. We ate apple. Oh, gosh, that can only be pie, right? We ate apple pie. 7 down. All right. And then number 8 down, the 2 angry dogs got into a, oh, well, what did they get into? Of course, they got into a fight, unfortunately. And we stay away from angry dogs that are fighting. Okay? All right, so that should be enough of a hint to help you move through the rest of your crossword. All right, so do spend excellent job already. A lot of you guys were saying you've already spent time on Epic today. I was very proud of you. Okay, in writing, we're going to prompt 3. And we're doing paragraph 3 today. Actually, I'm going to keep this undone so I can look at, yesterday I wrote about my decorations. Today I'm going to write about there are so many things to do. And I'm actually going to describe what those things are to do, okay? So in the transition I'm using is next, comma. Okay, next, I love room 403 because there are so many things to do. There are, and now I'm going to my next page, and I've got to put my dots on my lines real quick, just to help me remember I am skipping lines. All right, so there are many crafts, comma, so now I've got a compound sentence. I can be creative. There are literally, there's hundreds of books to read. The huge whiteboard is fun to write on. Okay. All right. So of course I get my yellow and I box in my paragraph 3 in yellow because I know this is a detail and that matches up with my pre-writing graphic organizer. So I know I'm matching all my colors. Everything's color coded, just like we like it. All right, so we're going to close that. We already reviewed language arts, you guys. We reviewed language arts in our Zoom. So I'm actually not going to go through language arts in our Zoom. I will. No, I won't because I don't have your language arts notebook. Never mind. So just try to remember what we did with language arts in our Zoom class together. I think that was pretty easy and you shouldn't have any difficulty. Just get your language arts notebook and number 1 through 12. Okay. So, oh, I keep forgetting that it's August. Okay. What did you do yesterday that you are really super grateful for? And as you guys saw, I am really super grateful that I am being creative and getting your boards together. I just love doing things like that. So I'm definitely going to put my gratitude as I got to be creative yesterday, and that was with your boards. Okay, you guys, and I don't think we're going to do cursive today. So we can end on there. Talk to your parents about whether or not you should be getting outside. Again, the air quality is still a little weird. So you need to talk to mom and dad about that. And be kind to your brothers and sisters. Try to find something to do to help around the house. Bye, guys. See you tomorrow.